Alright, so here is your asynchronous session 1. So we're going to go over stuff in lesson 2. So the objective is that students will be able to compute salary per pay period by the end of this lesson. So different pay periods. So if we're doing a weekly amount, then weekly there's 52 weeks in a year. So we would want to multiply by 52 if we're told weekly and we're trying to find it for a year. Semi-monthly for 1 year means that semi-monthly is twice a month, so there's 12 months in a year, so 12 times 2 gives us our 24 for semi-monthly for a year. Quarterly for 2 years. So quarterly is once every 3 months, so quarterly, just like quarters in some of our sports that we have where there's 4 quarters. Quarterly is that there's 4 quarters in a year. So 4, since we're doing it for 2 years, 4 times 2 gives us 8 quarters in 2 years. Bi-weekly for a year. Bi-weekly means every 2 weeks. So there's 52 weeks in a year. So divide by 2, since we're getting paid every 2 weeks, is 26. So bi-weekly there's 26 in a year. Annually for 25 years. Annually means that you get paid once a year. So if you're getting paid once a year for 25 years, that's 25 pay periods. Monthly for half a year. So if you're getting paid every month, that's once a month, and there's 12 months in a year, so we're doing half a year, so that means that we're only doing 6 months out of the 12 months in a year. Bi-monthly for 2 years. So bi-monthly is every other month. So that means that we're doing 6 out of the 12 months a year, and since we're doing it for 2 years, that's 2 times 6 is 12. Different salaries based on annual salary. Weekly salary, the way you're going to compute it is take your annual salary, divide by weeks in a year to figure out how much you're going to get paid each week. Bi-weekly salary, you're going to take your annual salary and divide by the bi-weeks in a year. So if you're doing it for 1 year bi-weekly, there would be 26. You take your annual salary, divide by 26, and that would be what your paycheck would be every 2 weeks. If you're getting paid semi-monthly, you're going to take the annual salary, divide by the semi-months in a year. Monthly, annual divided by the months in a year. Finding annual salary based on pay period. So annual salary, so if you're trying to find out how much you're going to make in a year, and you know how much you make in a week, you're going to take that weekly salary and multiply it by the weeks in a year. If you are getting paid bi-weekly, you're going to take your bi-weekly salary, multiply by the number of bi-weeks in a year. If you're doing semi-monthly is how you're getting paid, you're going to take your semi-monthly salary and multiply by the semi-months in a year. Annual salary, you're going to take your monthly salary, multiply by the months in a year if it's monthly that you're getting paid. So an example, Taylor gets paid bi-weekly. Her bi-weekly salary is $1,650.35. What is her annual salary? So we're trying to find her annual salary. So in order to do that, salary equals our bi-weekly salary times the number of bi-weeks in a year. So we have that the bi-weekly salary is $1,650.35. And bi-weeks, we're getting paid every other week. So bi-weeks means that there are 26 in a year. So we're going to multiply the $1,650.35, what she gets paid every 2 weeks, times the 26 pay periods, so she'll get 26 checks in a year. Multiply that out, so her annual salary is $42,909.10. So that is what Taylor's annual salary is. So practice. So go ahead and pause the video, try this problem on your own, then when you have your answer, hit play again, and I'll show you if you got the answer correct or not. So our practice problem, now that you've had a chance to try it, Crystal gets paid semi-monthly. Her annual salary is $53,000. What is her semi-monthly salary? So her semi-monthly salary equals her annual salary divided by the semi-months in a year. So we're going to take her annual salary of $53,000, divide by the semi-months in a year, which is 24, because you're getting paid twice a month. 2 times 12 is you're getting 24 paychecks in a year. And her semi-monthly salary, so what she's going to get paid twice a month, is $2,208.33. That would be Crystal's semi-monthly salary. Alright, so if you were in the synchronous session, you would do this exit ticket at the end, but since you're doing the asynchronous session, this is going to be one of your questions that's going to be on your assignment in order to get your points for your asynchronous. So in order to get your points for your asynchronous session, you are going to go back to the announcements and into the asynchronous activities announcement, and then click on the link that says click here to go to the Google form. You're going to go to the Google form and you're going to answer the questions in the Google form and submit it. And that will be how you get your points for this asynchronous session.